Hey guys, welcome to another episode of my channel, I suppose. And today I'll be talking about a few things. Doing the questions I got asked. There wasn't very many, so it can't be a full video on it, unfortunately. Yeah, we're still on Orchard Farm there. The map has massively gone up since this version I'm playing here. I'm only doing this version just to play in the background once I talk about a few things. But yeah, first thing I'd like to address is thanks to everybody that downloaded Willow Tree Farm. It's much appreciated. It's got a few errors, but can't always get them all in testing. So, as people say, the real testers are the general public. That's when you know if you've got problems and what it is. And as I found out, even then, you do another version of it, and you still end up with problems and that. Right? So there probably will be a 1.2, I expect, just to sort out things, but I'm going to leave it for a little bit. Just wait for it to, not really accumulate more errors, but, well, it's not errors, it's just bits on the map. Bits on the map which aren't working properly, so. I thought I'd do a couple trailers in the forage wagon today. And I'm going to take you up to see the sheep area. Now, as I've said on my FSUK topic and probably on my Facebook page, I have separated the sheep away from the cows. So this is going to be strictly cows, beef and pigs down this lane now. There won't be anything else. The sheep are in a new location, but not far away. That field there last night, took a little while. The reason I haven't done any harvesting is because on this version I haven't got any pits in or the piles in the shed or anything. That's all in now in the new version. It's just I cut so much grass on this, I didn't want to just delete this save game and update. So there we go. This is the sheep area. Tight of the lane. There's bits of colour up there for you. Makes it look all good. And you enter the yard here. Well, I won't be changing anything in this yard. This section is done. I'm not going to bother changing anything else on this. But there will be one slight change, I think, in either one of the sheds. I'll do a bay next to the shed. Will be grass storage. So not grass sale, but grass storage, so you've actually got somewhere to store, you can get your grass in. And store it for when your sheep want more. So this is the first time I've tested the sheep feed trigger, and it seems to be working, so ideal. So that's all good. You got your wall pallet inside this section of the shed. Sheep have got a nice little area here. A few rocks and stuff. You've got your water trigger here, which you can fill up from the, well, you will fill up from the lane rather than driving the field. The field's a bit tight, really. I put a gateway there just in case somebody does want to go in, but there isn't actually any need to go into the field. So yeah, I quite like this little area of the map. Started cutting that one there last night. After finishing that field there, I got halfway around that one and I thought that would do for tonight. as I really couldn't be bothered to do it. And the terrain has been raised up around these roads, so you can't see the edge of the roads here and that. So it blends in a lot better now. Yeah, this map has come on massively really since I did this to play on. And then other versions I did of this map, I liked them. But this one here, the way it's going at the minute, I'm really happy with it. And I plan on getting this and Vent and Wind converted over to 17 as soon as possible. Particularly Vent and Wind, as that is my own design map. I really want to get that one in and working properly on 17 as quick as possible. And I've got a project in mind for 17. It'll be another DEM maps, but it's based off real landscape and everything. Out Ruin High Lanes way. If you're from Cornwall, you may know the area. Out Ruin High Lanes. There's a nice farmland. Mostly grassland around it. It's got a few arable fields, so it will be mostly grassland, ideal for a silage map. This thing fills up fast. I'll do this trailer and then I'm going to go off and get my square baler with my other tractor. Yeah, so that is what's planned. And Mappers Paradise, I've got that Irish project that will start. Not too sure when it will start yet, but that will be starting soon. So that'll be interesting. You see there's a lot of the same tree around the map at the minute, so it will be switched over gradually. And as people know, Orchard Farm's quite a big map, so it takes a while to exchange things out. Stop making it look so uniform and look a bit more random. That's all they want. That's all the grass they can handle, and there's 300 sheep in there. So, because I ain't got the grass storage right now, I'll just leave that on there. Parking's we're not going to do actually. Right. Things looking a bit dirty now. Right, this is the tractor I want. It's my edit of Bullet Bill's 7726. Big flotation wheels on it. And from Dozer FS, from his Puma he did, the turbo sound. So this thing sounds like it's got a bit more punch than normal. Yeah, we'll go off to the shop. The shop in this version hasn't changed. Although, currently right now there is a massive grain store going in next to it, and that will be where you sell all your grains to. No traffic on this road right now. These roads have been done up a little bit as well. Double gates are in a lot of it now. Not particularly the grass fields, as I said last time, but some of the grass fields with awkward entrances, they've been double gated now. And the village will be, not necessarily have a overhaul. I don't mind the village as it is, but it will be having a bit more of a do-up. And there will be traffic on these roads soon. I haven't done that part yet, but size of the wheels on this thing. Should be interesting to go around this roundabout with this one. Misjudged that. Oh dear. Yeah, this road. Never really liked having a dual carriageway down here. For single track road. Single track carriage will do. That'll be perfectly adequate. The only thing is, right, so I will be working on the entrance to this so you can actually swing an Arctic in around, because at the minute it is very awkward with the crash barrier there. And the entrance to this field has been moved out of the store down to here. You're actually going through this field through there now. The tractor sounds nice taking over. And I may have increased the horsepower on this. You cannot pretend it to be turboed if you don't increase the horsepower. This lane will be staying this narrow up to here. I think is a nice feature. Makes Orchard kind of what Orchard is. There's more of a slow tanker. I've got to sort out these load positions as well, but like I say, it will be changed soon enough anyway, so but yeah, in the store, that bit there's gone now. This is all still the same, that there's gone. This bit's the same for the minute, it won't stay the same. I got bigger plans for this thing. Looking at trying to put a new building in rather than using this one. But no, this wall ain't here. This gate ain't here. That tree ain't there. And this is all concrete right now, with big towering silos down one side. It's nowhere near done. But got it all in, all ready to make it into what it should be. Go back now, go and bail on things. This is kind of turning into a let's play on a half-complete orchard farm. Thank you for the suggestions that people did give me on things to do in this map. There's one idea that I do particularly want to implement from Craig. I really want to try and get that done, because as he said, nobody else has done. I won't tell you what the idea is, you read it in the comments if you want to know on the previous video. But yeah, it's a good idea. I'm going to try and get it done. Not promising anything now. I'm not the best at all of that. I got asked to add Alpha into the map. Now, I'll have a go. I'm not definitely not promising anything on Alpha. I think it'd be good to have another one in the game. But with the size of this map, I mean, I've got to optimise the trees and everything. All the buildings and all the different stuff. But I don't know whether I want to go adding any more into the XML files and everything yet, because I don't particularly want to overload this map, although as a warning, this map will be aimed for medium to high spec computers. By the time I'm done with this map, do not expect your £100 laptop to be able to run it, because I don't think it will, not unless you put the settings right down. And I do tend to make my maps for my spec PC. Check out what spec PC I've got in my YouTube details. I did put it all there. It's not the best, I will be updating my graphics card soon. So, yeah. Alright, try and load this up here a minute. Alright, so ask for some questions on a Q&A on my Facebook page. And I only got five questions. Now I will be willing to do another Q&A if you want to ask me a question. I'll put it in the next video, and leave your question in the comments below. And I will do that in the next one. This channel's now gonna probably one video a week, update, talk, let you know what's going on, how this map's progressed. More of an orchard farm blog, if you will, with just smaller other updates and any questions that you want answered. So first question, well, not the first one, but I'll go from the top of how my phone shows it, is from Will. I'm not paying attention, looking at my phone. And he said, how did I get into modern? Well, it all started when 15 come out. I played 13 a lot. Orchard Farm, I put in a lot of hours on it. But I didn't get a decent computer for quite a while. So I wasn't really getting into it like that. And then one Christmas I realised I had a load of money, saved up, so I built up my computer I've got now. And yeah, and then 15 come out, not long after that, after I built a PC. And played it for the first few nights. 15. I enjoyed it. Obviously it was new, graphics were a lot better than 13. Just things seemed a bit more clear. And I just thought, you know what, I'm missing my orchard farm basically. Yeah, so I never modded for 13. Kind of, in one way, kind of regret getting into modding, because now I seem to mod more than I play. But when I get a good map like this one, I do tend to play a fair bit of it, which is probably the maps which turn out better because I'm doing more testing as I go rather than just trying to get a map complete and then test it. So things do get picked up as I go along. But yeah, so basically I missed this map. I wanted to convert it, looked on YouTube, found it, found what software I needed, went on the Giants website, got Giants editor, followed the YouTube tutorial, had a few bits of help off of people in the community for little bits like spaces in the name when you zip the folder up, and that's why it wasn't showing, things like that. Learning why things weren't changed in the save game, and it's all because if you change like data and stuff like that, that will change, but if you change texture, say you put a bit of grass where there wasn't grass before, you have to start a new save game for that to show. So I learned all that, and learned a little bit about editing tractors and stuff. So now I can't really do massive edits on tractors, but do enough just to make myself feel happy with the tractors that I drive around. So yeah. So you can blame 15 for the mapping bug, really. I'm kind of glad that I did do it, but also it does open up a whole new perspective when you see how the community acts towards modders. You know, they expect everything now. That's half the reason these maps go out with errors, because people are not willing to wait the time for the testing, proper testing to be done. I mean, in an ideal world, something like this Orchard Farm, when this is done, I'll hand it to my testers that I use, and in an ideal world, I would want them to test it for a month. A good solid month, and put in at least minimum of 20 hours gameplay to get everything tested. But obviously 20 hours over a month isn't really that much, but we all have real lives, and lives do not depend on this game. So yeah, that would be ideal, but people are not willing to wait for that. I mean, this one here I don't think I'm going to get it done in September. My work schedule at the minute is completely rushed. It's rammed full, working late days, working weekends. So normally on a Saturday, I wake up about 7:30, put the computer on, have a coffee, sit down, mod for a few hours, take a break, come back, and then pretty much mod from the whole evening. But I'm working Saturdays and that at the minute, so that's not really feasible. So this map is taking longer than what I want, but then you will get it. There will be a 15 version and then hopefully a 17 version. Maybe release quite close to each other by the time I finish with this. So yeah. So the next question was from Luke. Are you going to make some tutorials? Well, I have recorded a couple tutorials, but I just haven't posted them. I need to re-record one of them, as it isn't really up to spec. But yeah, I do plan on, with 17, one of the first things, as most people will want, so they can test out all the machinery, and it probably won't change from this game, so a lot of people know how to do it, will be the money cheat, going into your XML save game, and changing how much money you got. That'll be one of the first things I do with 17 will be to upload a video on how to edit your money. And then I'll go on to, I will be doing Giants Editor tutorials. I plan on not trying to pump out so many maps for 17. Maybe 2 or 3 really highly detailed ones, really good ones. Maybe a small one and 2 large maps. I plan on getting out. There'll be a couple converts obviously, but original map rise will be 2 or 3. Because I plan on focusing a little bit more than I have on 15 on my YouTube. I mean, now part of Mappers Paradise, maps should be my priority, and maps will not be taking a backseat because I love doing mapping. So, but I do want to put more out on YouTube than I do. And yeah, so there will be tutorials coming. I will definitely get around to that. So next question. How many mods have you done in your past of modding? Well, my maps, release-wise, Pen Berlin 1, Pen Berlin Extended, Venton Win, and Willow Tree Farm. And on my page, those were official releases. On my page I did do 3 versions of this map, each one gradually upgraded. And somebody thought it would be funny just to stick it out on a page, and it got massive. Like, it just went on every mod site and all that. Anyway, I wanted to, now I've taken my modding more seriously, I wanted to do an official version to be released on FS UK with the full permission of Russ, who's the original designer of this map, and he kindly gave it to me. So this will be a proper version, hence why I'm putting so much work into this one. So it will definitely be a lot better, and it will be available for everybody because it will be a proper official release. I also did a Smithfield one, convert, and I did a couple edits to it. Well, not recently, a couple months ago, I got bored of the yard layout, did another yard layout and did a little bit on it when I took a break from mapping for a bit. But I will not release that because now I've gone properly into modding. I respect people's, I've seen the work that goes into it, I respect the permissions. And so there won't be converts without permissions put in. And one map that I did convert for this was Cheglench Farm Estate. Beautiful map, awesome map. Really happy I converted it. I've done quite a bit on the save game that I've got on it. Added beef and pigs into it and everything. But unfortunately GMT have disbanded. So there is no way, as far as I know, to get permission to be able to release that. Which is a shame because I did manage to convert the mod properly and everything, but I won't release it on my page. I only release mods now which are from me on FSUK. Just so everybody knows. So yeah, I've done a lot of maps, we'll put it that way. But original wise, I've done like four or five original maps. And there's plenty of unfinished projects on my external hard drive. I've got about 4 unfinished projects. Maybe I might carry a couple of them across to 17, finish them off, put them out for 17. It'll save me time. My learner map, Little Downderry Estate, if you follow my page for long enough you'll... Oh, and my YouTube actually, there's a few videos on there of it. That map there was my tester. That's how I learned modding. Used to watch James Powell on his Twitch account, sit there watching that whilst doing some mapping. So yeah, that was interesting, learning all these things and everything. So yeah, so I'm dawdling around the question here and expanding on everything. So yeah, Penverlin 1, Penverlin Extended, Willow Tree Farm, and Ventonwood. Those are my mods that I've done. So, do you plan to mod a map for FS17 from Ben? Yes, I do. I do not intend on stopping. Especially when you've got new features like you've actually got pigs and stuff like that. I will be modding all the way through. I'm 27 now. I'll probably be modding until I'm in the ground, to be honest. Especially the way games and PCs do expand these days. I'll probably be aim to be the oldest gamer on the planet. There you go. That's a life goal. There'll always be somebody older. And the last question from Gary: what's a good way to start off a new map? Well, if you mean like starting building one, I would highly suggest going and getting a starter map. Robbie on FSUK's got a couple on there with multi-fruit already in it, I think, or extra foliage layers anyway, and some you can get with the pigs and beef already installed. You know, you can get them with different things already in it, which makes it a lot easier. I've like kind of know how to add crops in, but for easiness I basically used Fulton Farm as my base map for this. It's basically cleaned the map out, kept in a few things that I wanted to keep in from his map, and then just transferred everything in. Then went into the texture folders, changed the road textures and all things like that myself, using his textures obviously, but already on the already design that was here. So yeah, I would highly suggest getting a starter map from the internet. And then like one of the tools I did record is just like importing things, because unless you're good at Blender, and I'm not, I've had a look in Blender, had a little play about. At 17 I do plan on getting to grips with 17, so my maps will have original items in them. But so many maps now, and I feel guilty in kind of a way, as my maps do have a lot of things taken out of other people's. But that's pretty much how it goes nowadays. Oh. You just go onto someone's map that's already made, and you just take the items out that you want. So that's that field bailed up. I think I got everything. I have a habit of missing stuff. I'll roll this one up next. You'll probably see this one in the next video. So yeah, that's all the questions that I've got. So just checking through things, making sure I've mentioned everything. That's a deep hole. Very deep hole. That would be interesting, wouldn't it? For people bringing along their forage harvester, bang. These telegraph poles, by the way, have now gone from these fields. You don't have to worry about navigating them. Although there will be something else going across the map, and telegraph poles on a separate part. Shame this one doesn't have dirt texture on it. Unlike the Fent here, that thing's lagged. So yeah, I think that'll do it for today. And if I do get a chance, I will record something else. Maybe on a different map. But yeah, I think these weekly updates is a good way of going about it, as I have plenty to talk about, whereas recording a Let's Play and all that, especially as I like to record in blocks when I do it, because I don't know when I'll be able to record again, I kind of run out of things to say. So I'll record 3 episodes. First one be absolutely full, second one dither off a little bit, third one I'll be quiet for most of it. So yeah, so thank you for joining me, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.